Hi, howdy folks. Welcome to Different Able. My name is Blake, and today I'm here to talk about what I call the swamp of the blind. It's a real mess, folks. It's a real mess. You've got these big organizations, you've got government involved, and it's a real mess. They've really made a mess of the blind folks. In part, try to get them to sway certain ways, and unfortunately, a lot of them have done that. They use for one thing, the cane is kind of a basis. They get people on freedom. You got to understand. They have taught folks that having a cane is freedom, and that's not true. That's not the truth. That's false. That's absolutely false. People, it's an absolute mess. They try to get people to say, the cane is free. The cane is not freedom. The cane is not freedom. In fact, it's the opposite of freedom. But they try to get people to agree to that, and that's part of the problem. Or they try to get people to go along with that, and that's part of the issue. That's one of the many issues. Many of the issues, they try to get people to say, blind people, or they try to get people, in this thinking of the cane, and in this thinking of blind people can't do it. Blind people can't travel a car, or blind people can't fly an airplane or something like that. I know God's will is for me. Well, I discern God's will is for me to become a commercial airline pilot, so I'm focused on that in part. But they try to get people to, say blind people can't do it and all this stuff. That's not true. We do it differently. We do things differently. That doesn't mean we can't do them. It means we do things differently. You know your abilities, and God knows your abilities. Not these other folks, not anybody else. It's between you and God. So that's part of the problem, is they try to get people. I mean, they've essentially locked the blind people in their houses, and then offer certain. They essentially lock the blind people in houses, in houses, and then offer certain services. That's not right. They shouldn't be doing that. It's not right at all. They shouldn't be doing that. We're just like everyone else. We should go out and buy a Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger like everyone else. It's just no different. We need to, I gotta include this. Of course, the old ones with the V8s, of course. Gasoline and plastics. That's what we want to use. Gasoline and one-use plastics. But that's the good stuff. But they want people to be different, so they don't want us to go out and do that. They want us to stay in our homes. They want us to be quiet. They want us to act odd. They want us to use canes, which is a big problem. And they buy into this philosophy, and they want us to basically be in this philosophy or be in this thinking that blind people can't do it. Blind people can't do this. Blind people can't do that. They want us to sit in a back office in a job and not see anybody and all this stuff, and be odd when we do see people. They want us to be odd when we see people, and that's one of the big issues. We're just like everyone else, but unfortunately, these big organizations. Well, the bigger organization that I was involved in, and government, separates us from everyone else, and it's very unfortunate, folks. It's very unfortunate, but that's what they have. That's what they want. These people, they don't do what's right. Blind people can do everything differently, but we can do the same stuff. Your abilities are between you and God. Certainly not government. Government doesn't know, and lawmakers and policymakers, all these people, they don't know. The blind people organizations don't know. Your abilities are between you and God. One of the other things they try to get people to do unfortunately, is well, I was involved in this. They did it once. They had this job thing on one of these organizations, and so it was part of a program I went to. The good thing is I went to the program. I know what they're up to, in a way that, like, I know what's going on. Not in a bad, like, evil way. I know what they're up to, but I know what's going on. I know the problems, in a way. At least a little bit of them. I think maybe in a way, so I can address them because I was part of that organization for a while. But it's really unfortunate, folks. They mess a lot of lives up because, again, the cane, you can't do it, you can't travel, and the traveling thing messes up lives. But they don't care. It's anything to suit the agenda. The other thing they want, it's anything to suit the evil agenda, folks. It's true. That's what it is. But the other thing that they want is they want blind people to, again, they want blind people to use canes. I don't use one. I'll tell you the story of how I got rid of mine. That's on a separate video. Well, it's not out there now. I don't have it yet, but I will in the future do that. But they try to make it so that they want blind people to have cars that, like, move themselves. Folks, that's not good. That's evil stuff. We always need to have people in control, not machines. Machines are dangerous. When they're in control, that's absolutely, when the system is, it thinks it can control itself. No, that's absolutely dangerous. It can help me do things, but I need to be doing them. It can let me know of certain things, but I need to take the action, not the machine. Machines doing things by themselves is very dangerous indeed. So never allow for it. So the other thing, you got to keep a close eye on machines too. Not just for that, but for everything else. You gotta. It's very dangerous stuff. So the other thing is, so that's what they try to do, and the other thing is it's a huge mess. They don't promote what they need to. It's not like, hey, these are your options. It's more, oh, you're quote blind, you do it this way, stuff like that. It's a real mess, but that's part of the Swamp of the Blind. Maybe we'll do another Swamp of the Blind part 2. And I hope everyone has a fantastic day. God bless everyone, and have a jolly day, folks. God bless you. Bye-bye.